"Excuse me, sir, you must step aside. This gathering is restricted to family members only." The voice cut through the auditorium's hum, authoritative and crisp. The woman, dressed in a sharp black suit, wore a headset pressed firmly against her face, gripping a clipboard like a shield. Her words weren't a request, they were an order. The elderly man facing her stood unmoved. His back, curved by years, carried a quiet resolve. One hand leaned on a cane. The other slipped a folded letter into his coat pocket. "I am family," he declared, his voice soft yet steady. "Your name isn't on the authorized list," she shot back, her tone devoid of warmth. "You'll have to exit the venue, sir. This section is for the graduate's immediate kin." The surrounding crowd began to take notice. Beaming parents and lively students quieted. Gazes shifted. Phones were lowered. All eyes fixed on the fragile figure in a faded military coat standing before the stage. Murmurs arose. "Who's that?" Some furrowed their brows, assuming he was disoriented or misplaced. No one intervened. No one spoke out. But Samuel Carter wasn't here for sympathy. He was here for his son, the same son who endured 3 deployments abroad, who earned his degree through late-night studies and shaky battlefield internet, who wrote in a letter weeks ago, its paper faintly scented with desert dust. "Dad, if you're well enough to make the trip, I need you here. The ceremony doesn't matter. I just want to see you." So he came. At 83, after 2 bus rides, a long layover, and a walk too grueling for his weary knees. He sold his last possession, a rusty pickup truck barely holding together, to pay for the journey. But none of that weighed on him now. To the woman, he was just a name absent from her list. "Sir," she said again, her voice sharper, "if you don't leave, I'll have you removed." Samuel gave a single nod, silent, and turned. His cane clicked against the floor with each hesitant step toward the door. Heads averted. No one spoke until a chair screeched across the polished wood. Then another, and another. 6 men rose, broad-shouldered, impeccably groomed, their gazes hard as flint. Their navy dress uniforms, crisp and gleaming under the hall's warm lights, commanded attention. They didn't glance at the woman. Their eyes were on Samuel. "Where do you think you're headed, Sergeant?" one asked, his voice slicing through the heavy quiet. Samuel paused, bewildered. I was told to go." The man stepped forward, standing at parade rest. "Not today, sir. Not while we're here." Another joined him. "This man's son saved my life in Afghanistan," he said. "If his father doesn't belong here, none of us do." The atmosphere shifted, the mood transformed. You could sense the crowd's breath catch. They no longer saw a frail old man, but a hero, a father, a man who once shed blood for the flag patched onto his coat and raised a son who followed in his footsteps. Whispers turned to murmurs of awe. Recognition spread. A woman in the back breathed his name like a reverence. "That's Master Sergeant Samuel Carter. 3 Purple Hearts, a Silver Star, Vietnam." The woman in black hesitated. Her lips parted, then closed. Her clipboard dipped slightly, her confidence wavering. One of the SEALs stepped closer, his tone firm yet composed. "Ma'am, you can ask him to leave, but you'll have to escort us out too." Silence fell. Then a single clap broke it, slow, tentative. More followed. Row by row, the applause surged, a tide of remorse and gratitude washing over the room. Samuel's lip trembled. He wasn't accustomed to this. When he returned from war, there were no welcomes, only quiet, or worse. But now, strangers stood, cheering for him. A voice boomed from the stage. "Dad." Ethan Carter, in cap and gown, eyes shining with pride, descended from the platform and strode toward his father. No pause, no embarrassment. He wrapped him in a fierce embrace. "You made it," he murmured. Then, louder for all to hear. I told them I wouldn't cross that stage without you here. You earned this more than me. Tears flowed openly now, from Samuel, from Ethan, from much of the crowd. The applause roared louder. Phones lifted, not in scorn but in honor. The woman with the headset stepped back, her arms now crossed respectfully at her waist. Sometimes, the most honorable men don't need to demand respect. They carry it in every step, in every child they raise, in every quiet sacrifice made without seeking praise. Samuel Carter didn't need a degree. He needed to be seen. And at last, he was. Before we close this tale, share in the comments where you're watching from. If this story moved you, subscribe to the channel, tap the like button, and leave a karma in the comments below.